Hi, I'm Chef Michael, and welcome to Chef Michael's Table. You know there's always an empty seat at my table, so come on now. I got my family here in front of me. I always bring my family, and I got my family right out there. The spirit of food and family, and that's what we're going to do. I have an exciting series. I got an episode today where we're going to do bone-in veal chop Milanese. We're going to pound it out nice and thin, bread it, pan fry it, and we're going to serve it with this beautiful seafood. I have these clusters, they're like knuckles of crab meat. Colossal shrimp. We'll saute them with a little garlic, a little bit of roasted garlic, a salad of arugula, lemon, parmesan, nice and light, and then we'll do a grilled veal chop. Right on, okay? So I have these beautiful meats from 9th and Prime down in South Philly. Lamb chop, short rib, veal bone-in, pork chop, flank steak, hot sausage, sweet sausage, ground beef. We have a bounty here. Beautiful bounty to bring food and family together. And we're gonna get started. How you doing? Welcome back. We're gonna get started with our veal chop Milanese. Ah, that's a beauty. All right, we're gonna start with this. Nice bone in. I'm gonna take my boning knife. It's got a nice French cut to it. You know, they cut around the bone and they cleaned it up real nice. It's gonna give it a real nice presentation, right? So I'm gonna get it right in the center of it, over here, and I'm gonna cut it very easily, making sure I'm down the center, and I don't want to break it and go all the way through. I just want to butterfly it. Now I get to the bone, and just get nice and spread out. All right, spread it out nice. A little butterfly. Clean it up a little bit. So when we cook it, everything will cook alongside the bone and it'll cook evenly. All right? All right, so now I have a nice butterfly. I have it nice the way I want it. It's opened up. Take my meat tenderizer, right? And I'm gonna use the flat side I don't want to break it up too much. I just want to gently pound it out a little bit. You know, some of the fattier pieces that'll break down when we fry it real nice, I'll use the tenderizer side just to hit it a little bit. All right, I'm going to turn it over to the other side. Again, nice pounded thin cutlet. That's a little thicker. I'll give it a little more hit there. You want to be careful you keep it to bone. That's going to hold it all together. You want it nice and thin, and that's good. I'm good with that, all right? So I'm gonna season the meat a little bit with salt and pepper, just to get it like close to the meat. And we're gonna do regular egg wash, flour, egg, breadcrumb. All right, got my eggs. Put my veal chop on the plate. I have my flour and my breadcrumbs. Now, always season your flour, a little more salt and pepper, and I think 2 eggs should do it for this. This is just your standard egg wash. Scramble up your eggs. This is a great dish. You know, it's a little play on regular veal cutlet where you would, you know, have it off the bone. Gives it a nice presentation. But you have from the veal chop. It's nice and tender. It's such a nice cut of meat. You know, you're pounding it out, tenderizing it, make it a little thinner, and then we're gonna put it with a light salad. It's gonna be nice. It's a good meal for a first date. You know, you want to impress somebody. Like I said, you know, you're having a grief with somebody, invite them over. Break bread together. That's what we do. We break bread together, talk it out, you know, and move on. There's too much other stuff going on. You know, come on now. That's what food is all about. It invokes memories. It brings friends together. Friendship, bonding. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit. So I got my oil getting nice and hot while I'm breading, okay? You don't want to drown it in oil, but I always go to my trusty cast iron. Just want to get a nice crispy coating on each side. All right, so I got it in my egg. I'm going to let that drain real good. Not going to need this anymore. Put this aside. All right, and then right into my breadcrumb. All right. Pound it down. Make sure it's good and coated. So the breadcrumb and the egg makes a seal, right? So if you don't have it tight, if you have any empty spots in here, you're not gonna have a good seal. And when you have a good seal, it holds in everything inside the meat and it helps it to cook a little more, all right? So I'll press it down a little bit too while I'm doing this, and that'll get it a little bit thinner. All right, and shake this off, put it back on my plate. I'm gonna get this stuff out of the way. Keep it nice and tidy. So a lot of these recipes I'm doing are in my book. I put out 2 books, Chef Michael's Table, Spirit of Food and Family. Brings family together, has these recipes, and I'm real excited to share with you. You know, that's what we do. We create, we share, you know, we bring people together. Check my oil. Starting to get hot. There it goes. You're getting a little sizzle. This is my favorite part when I get started. You remember that sound. There it is. You got a nice sizzle going, your oil's hot. We're gonna let that start cooking. In the meantime, we're gonna start our arugula salad. All right? It's gonna be a real simple, real simple. Now remember, we build the ingredients into flavors, a little at a time, and I'm celebrating the flavors. I'm keeping it real simple. Olive oil. Remember, we have this beautiful meat, we have fresh produce. Celebrate the flavors. We don't have to, you know, make it complicated. It's real simple and basic. A little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of olive oil. I call this T.Y.'s arugula and parmesan salad. I name it for my friend, Ted Y. We have it in the summertime around his pool. It's delicious. And that's his thing, you know, that's what he does to bring people together. He has a great salad. You know, I love the man. I put it in my book. And we're gonna have it now. All right, a little lemon juice, a little salt and pepper, a little olive oil. Nice and easy, nice and nice. We're gonna mix that up. All right, so you have your dressing already in your bowl. I got a little fresh arugula. Look, I got the bone already on it. Oh, that got a little tight. That's okay, we're gonna turn it down. And make sure we get it all. All right. Nice, we got a nice crust on there. We're gonna top it with the salad. A little fresh arugula. Put a little more in here. It goes with, I like to use the Parmigiano Reggiano that's shredded and grated. It gives it that nice extra texture. All right? So a nice simple salad set aside. Turned our veal down. It's cooking. The other side's coming real nice. So look how simple that was. We pounded out the veal, we breaded it, basic breadcrumbing technique. We have it simmering nicely in the pan. While it's in the pan, we put a little simple salad together. I think it needs a little color. So while that's cooking, I'll take a little bit of the tomato, give it a julienne, a little color. Ah, look how nice. Look at that. All right, we're just about ready to plate up. Simple dish, you know, Sunday afternoon, Friday night, Saturday night. I think we're about ready. I'm gonna get it. The side of the towel. Look at that. Beautiful piece of veal on your plate. You have nice height on it. And we're just gonna put a little of this fresh arugula salad. Beautiful fresh meal. And there you are, that dish for you and that special someone. Quick and easy, and we'll be right back with our next dish. We're gonna do grilled veal chop with colossal jumbo shrimp and jumbo lump clusters of crab meat, sauteed in a little garlic, roasted garlic, and sliced garlic. We'll be right back. How you doing? Welcome back to Chef Michael's table. There's always a seat at my table. Come on down. We're gonna stick with the veal chop. Another simple meal, but again, we're celebrating the ingredients, all right? We have a beautiful lamb chop again. Right on, right on. We're gonna, just simple, olive oil, salt, pepper. I'll rub a little of my, always have it on hand, roasted garlic, okay? We'll rub a little roasted garlic, a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper, and we're gonna grill it, okay? Real simple, but we're gonna top it. We're gonna get a little butter going. Again, sliced garlic, chopped garlic, roasted garlic. Remember, the symphony of flavors. We're building that crescendo. All right, a little butter. I'll toss the shrimp, some shrimp flavor in there, and then just coat these beautiful knuckles of crab meat. All right, and we'll just serve that on top of the grilled veal chop. So I have my veal chop right here. Again, real simple. It's a beautiful cut. I don't need to do anything to it but season it. I'll get my olive oil on it. Both sides. Give it a nice coating. I got my salt and pepper mix. And make sure my grill is getting nice and hot, good and hot. Yeah, I see the smoke coming. We're gonna get that sizzle. We're gonna get that grill marks. Give it that little extra flavor. Roasted garlic, come on now, right? It's a paste. Rub it all in there. Get it all on there. Nice. Massage your meat, you know, we love it, you know. You gotta get your hands in there, right? Because remember, we're sharing a piece of ourselves when we make this, right? Everyone who has my meal takes a piece of me with them. What a beautiful thing. And it's creating memories. They might be down the road one time and have a veal chop and say, wow, man, remember that meal I had with Michael, you know, we were having a grief. He invited me over because, you know, we hadn't talked in a while and it didn't make much sense. And we shared a meal. You know, come on now, it's that simple. Life's too short. I'm gonna add a little lemon juice on here as well. Give it a little tang, all right? So I got that going. And I'm gonna go right over here to my grill. And here we are at the grill. We got a little smoke. You gotta have your smoke and flavor. Nice and hot, getting everything off of the plate. Ah, did you hear that? Come on now, that's love. That's what we're talking about. You know, we gotta be nice and patient now. So we get that. We're gonna give it a little bit on this side. You want You want to get that caramelization. Your first marks are the most important because the grill won't be that hot when you turn it again. So you want to be patient. You want to get the marks. It'll start to sizzle over here. Ah, you have those beautiful sounds. What did we talk about? A symphony of flavors. This is it. It's singing. The veal chop singing. I love it. You know, and it even has a handle for you. See that? Nice mark on one side. Crisscross. That's simple. You got nice and hot. You want to be patient. Good food is patience. It takes time. You don't want to rush things. That's where it comes from, the heart. You know, our aunties and our moms, that's what they did. They cooked all day, making fresh pasta, making fresh mozzarella. You know, they did stuff for the large families to spread, and it brought people together. That's what it's all about. You know, it's more about the conversation, the experience. When you're talking to people while you're cooking, you're in the kitchen. Where's everyone meet? In the kitchen. You're talking about food. You're talking about life. There's tears. There's joy. There's wine, there's celebration. It's always around food. And that's what got me into food. That's what kept me here. You know, I could share this with others. I'm gonna go to a hot part over here and hit it on the back. And it brings people together. When I went to school, it opened some doors for me in the culinary field. I'm going to turn this over and get it going. You got your nice grill marks on there. So while it's going, I'm going to start working on the seafood because this is going to take a while. So we got that sizzle going, we got our veal going. I'm going to move over to the shrimp and we'll be right back. Okay, so while our veal chop is sizzling in the back, I'm going to get the seafood going. I have these beautiful colossal shrimp. I'm going to butterfly them to give it some plate coverage. And we're going to saute them with garlic. Now remember, if you remember last episode, we did shrimp and garlic. And when I peeled the shrimp, I saved the shells. Of course, you save the shells. When you have enough shells, you make your stock. So I have my shells. I'm going to be making my stock on another episode that we'll be using it for. All right, so I butterflied my shrimp. I have my pan getting hot. And I'm going to put a little butter in here. My butter melting. I'm sizzling in the back. Ah, beautiful. I got my butter going. Now remember, butter has a higher burning temperature. However, we want to get a little olive oil in there too, because that has a high burning temperature. And we're going to turn it down because we got it going. And remember, we do a couple different cuts of garlic. I'm going to do my slices and get them in first because they take the longest. And you want them to roast. Remember, we're building flavors, that symphony of flavors. There's that sizzle, there's that sizzle. I'm going to get a little more in there. So remember, the slice takes a little longer. Starts to get that little roastiness. It gets crispy on the edges. That's another layer of flavor. That's what we're doing. I'm starting to get that smell. That's sizzling very good in the back. Now I'm going to put in some chopped garlic because that takes less time to cook. But it's going to give it that other melting kind of flavor. It's kind of just like settles into the butter and you don't really even know it's there. Here we go. So once we get our shrimp going, I have these beautiful knuckles from 9th and Prime. They have beautiful seafood as well as these awesome cuts of meat. Now I'm touching them delicately. You don't want these babies to break. You just want to toss them easily, very gently. As this is going, I'm going to go back and check on my veal. Getting a nice char on it. I'm going to get my roasted garlic. pretty much just smash it. It's like a paste. Look at that. You could rub that on bread, rub it on your crostini, put it on the side, do anything with it. You know, you rub it with olive oil, a whole bulb, you put it in foil, you throw it in your oven, forget about it. And then you have it to use. We're not getting hot. Okay, here we go. I think that veal chop is just about ready, so I'm gonna grab a plate, and you want that to rest. You know, whenever you cook your meat, you got all the juices jumping around with the heat. Take it out, let it rest, let the juices start to just go back into the meat. Otherwise, you're gonna cut into it, juice is gonna run out, and all the goodness is going away. You wanna save that goodness. Take my veal, I'm just put it aside over here for now. This is starting to go. Now we're talking, now we're cooking with gas. Right on, right on. I love it. I'm gonna add a little bit more olive oil in here because I got a good roast. There's color in there. I got different colors. I have translucent, I have roasted, I have everything I'm looking for to throw this shrimp in here. Now we're cooking. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. See, I want it toasty. I got the roast. I got all these different types of garlic cuts in there, building flavors. I got that sizzle, sizzle. You know, I butterflied them, so they're gonna cook pretty quickly. While they're going, I'm just gonna set these knuckles in. So I don't wanna break them up. I wanna respect the integrity of the crab meat. You know, it was a delicate process to take it out. You know, men risked their lives to catch this crab. Think about it. You know, I love where the food comes from. I love shaking the hand of the farmer who has soil under his fingers that provides this bounty for us to share with each other. You know, I dig it when I talk to the fishermen, you know, and they're up in Alaska risking their life for this stuff. And then it's delicately, you know, handled to take it apart so that we have these beautiful lumps that we could share with each other. Ah, this is beautiful. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I like to add a little arugula salad to that. So while I have it, I have my lemon. You know, we kind of did that last time. A little bit of olive oil while that's settling. Okay, what else? A little salt. Put a little arugula in here. I think I had some tomato from before. Always the bounty. Share the bounty, share the love from the earth, from the sea, from the land. You know, and celebrate the people who did it, the local farmer, man. Support your local farmer. You know, they put their heart and soul into it. You know, just like we put our heart and soul into this. There's so many layers of love that comes onto that plate if you think about it. And you know, and we're all part of it. It's a beautiful thing. It's just beautiful to be a part of. All right, so I think I'm ready to plate up. I'm gonna get a cleaner plate because I have that on the side. Let's see. I got a veal chop. It's rested. Our center of the plate. All right. Look at those butterfly shrimp of gorgeousness. They cook up so pink and sweet and tasty. I get our jumbo lump crab meat. You know, I try to stay local. Last series, I was with Stella's Farm. It was summertime. You know, now we're rocking. We're getting meats from South Philly. Celebrating the local. I have some local wines we'll be using. I could have deglazed this pan with wine, but why? I'm gonna get some of this garlic on that veal chop and get that butter and olive oil and celebrate all that goodness. Oh my goodness. Right on, right on. We're gonna need to put some lemon with that. With fresh parsley. Bring out that freshness and goodness. And we have our arugula salad. Now plate on this side. Come on now, share this meal, that's love. That's love, man, come on now. How about that? That wasn't even hard, right? Simple, don't be intimidated. Jump in, make the mistakes, try. Look, here we go. And there you have it, a grilled veal chop, sauteed jumbo shrimp, jumbo garlic, and crab meat with arugula salad. We also did veal Milanese with a lemon arugula parmesan salad. I'm Chef Michael. Welcome to Chef Michael's table. And I want to remember, this beautiful meat came from 9th and Prime. Couldn't do it without our local brewery, Berlin Brewery. And I got to tell you, these chef jackets, they're light, they're clean, they're easy to move around with chef wear. They're the people to go with for all your chef wear. I'll see you next time. Right on.